Hey everybody, welcome to another quick save review with me, RC, the series where I give you my thoughts and impressions on a game that I'm currently playing. And I'm currently playing Road Fury on the Switch. This is $8.99 on the Switch. It came out about 2 months ago. Weird price for that. Normally everything's $5, $10, whatever. But this is an incremental game, and by that, incremental, I'm sure many of you have played this genre of game before. Basically, you play around and you see how far you can go, and then you upgrade, and then you do it all over again. And that's what we're doing here. The twist here, though, is that we are in sort of like a weird Mad Max-style world, and it mixes bullet hell in with cars, which is kind of cool. So basically, you're just moving around, dodging the cars. You blow them up to collect coins and whatnot to upgrade your car. You want to try to dodge them. If you hit them, you're going to get hurt. But you can blow up cars for other things, like you pick up health, from the ambulance you blow up. Blowing up an ambulance, I do not recommend doing that. Anybody out there who is watching. It's the whole don't try this at home situation. Definitely don't do that. So I am at level 11, and I played 45 minutes to an hour of this game. Here's one of the upgrades you can get here, which is pretty cool. Love this laser weapon. And I'm showing it off at this point now because I'm getting close to unlocking the first car in the game. Which I don't know what the difference is between this car and the other cars, but we will soon find out, hopefully. They're also going to throw rockets at your way, so watch out for that. And we are now at the boss of the level here. This is where the bullet hell stuff starts taking off. So what you're doing here is what you do in a normal shooter or bullet hell shooter. Is you're watching the bullets at this point. Your car on the left cannot move forward or backward. It can only move up and down. So at this point, we are just dodging bullets up and down. The game does have the option for you to use motion controls, which I've gone back and forth using the joystick and using the motion controls, and it might be one of the only games that I actually might like the motion controls better than the joystick. The joystick controls just fine, but it's very touchy. Like, if I hit up or down, like, you notice the car just moves super quick, and if there's a stray bullet that's around, you are more than likely going to hit it because it's so touchy. But if you're using motion controls, you just move the controller, back and forth to move the car up and down, and it feels really, really good, and I feel like you have more control over where the car is going. It's actually pretty nice. Like I said, it's one of the only games where I was like, okay, motion control for this works for me. And normally that's not a thing. Normally I am motion control? Nah, I don't think so. So yeah, this is a boss. The bosses come in several different flavors. This is an armored truck of some kind. Sometimes they're gigantic tanks, and with each different boss you go up to, each one has like a different bullet pattern. This one just shoots 3, every few seconds. Other ones will shoot like 1, 2, 3, and then shoot 3. Or sometimes they'll shoot 1, 2, and then shoot 3, and then shoot 2 out of the extra guns that they have there. Not all of them have one turret. Some of them have like several turrets on the back of their vehicle. So you are going to get a different bullet pattern from each boss, it would seem. Come on, we almost got through here. This game has definitely given me a couple of those pound your fist moments because I've gotten super close to killing the boss, and I have that much health left. As you can see, I have hardly any health left, and I'll hit a stray bullet. I'll just like, ah! Definitely gives me those moments for sure. One of the other things you want to keep in mind too is you don't want to get discouraged just because up in the top middle it'll tell you how much cash you got. You may be like, oh my god, I've only got 400 cash from playing through a level and everything like that. But they do give you money for the distance that you travel, which you can see in the top right, and they do give you money for how many bosses you've taken out as well. So you may end up getting a lot more cash than you think. We're gonna keep dodging here. So yeah, I'm digging this little game. I like incremental games for the most part. They're just fun, casual experiences most of the time that you just kind of sit there and you're like, yeah, I'm just going to turn my brain off for a bit and, try to... Oh! I didn't kill the ambulance in time. It's something you're not going to say very often, right? There we go, we got 1,300. But yeah, it's a game, it's a genre, and this is a game where you can just kind of turn your brain off and have fun for a bit, It's another game that I think is really, really good for You know, if you're at the doctor's office waiting, and you just need to play something for 5 minutes. You know, it's like a good mobile style game that you pull out and just play real quick. And I like those games because, you know, I don't feel like every game needs to be like this huge investment of time or this huge experience. It could just be something you load up for 5-10 minutes, play a bit, make a little bit of progress, and move on. You know. All right, so you can see we have enough money to upgrade. We're probably going to upgrade our weapons, but I want to show you where we're at with the new car. Oh, wow, we can upgrade. We can get the new car right now. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to get the new car. We're going to pay $1,000 for this, and we got it. So that we can bounce back and forth. You can keep upgrading the old car. We're going to jump right to the new car. I want to see how this works. Oh, okay, so it does have completely different weapons. Oh, wow, and it's much more powerful. So obviously, the drawback is we can only shoot forward at the moment, but these bullets are so much more powerful. See how quickly they're taking out those ambulances and the other cars here? It's just like, man. So yeah, I dig the new car. I do. I think that's cool. And I think after... Oh, I hit that guy there. Most of the cars just give you coins, but that bigger truck that I just got behind to take out that took down some of my health there, that guy will actually give you like a pile of cash. So that's pretty helpful. And oh, if I didn't mention already, if you shoot those gigantic tanker trucks, it'll blow everything on screen up. Here we go. Here's a different boss here. So you can see different bullet pattern here, different amount of turrets, but we are definitely taking that boss down. I absolutely hate, this is one of the things I really don't like about this game, though. It's really hard to judge, the two turrets there that shoot the bullets out. Your car cannot fit above those bullets or in between them sometimes, and it's hard to judge whether you're going to make it or not. So most of the time, I'm just playing it safe by sitting down here at the bottom. But I get super annoyed when I'm like, okay, I was above that bullet, but it still hit me. Like the hitbox, I don't know. See right there, I was like, I felt like I was high enough, but I guess I wasn't. So for me, it's like maybe I'm just judging my car incorrectly. Like maybe my car is just way bigger than I think it is. But that part, for some reason, I've never been able to stick that, and get a good feel for like whether I'm above that bullet or not. So I just kind of just hang out on the bottom here all the time. And that might be the strategy for this boss, but I don't know why. That was just really, really getting to me. There we go. We got another boss here. Take this guy out, get another wad of cash. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Another thing that sticks in my craw about this game, too, are not the abilities. I think the abilities themselves are really fun to use, but what I don't like is the way they're presented. Like, if you pick up an ability... it gives you a little cooldown timer, which you'll see in the top middle there for the laser. I wish that was like... Because I am watching my car. I'm not watching any other part of the interface I don't know about you, but if it's like a bullet hell shooter or whatever it is, I'm watching my vehicle. That's what I'm watching. I'm not watching the top of the screen. I'm not trying to dart back and forth because I gotta watch what I'm doing, So I get really, really annoyed when I'm sitting here like, okay, now I have to like keep darting up and like, okay, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Just put it near my car or put it like near the front of the car where the laser's at, something like that. I think that would be better. But they do the annoying thing where like, I believe this magnet one that's behind my head here, that one actually goes in the top left when it counts down. The laser is in the top middle, and then the middle, which is actually like a shield where you can take out cars, which is a lot of fun to use, actually, goes in the top right. So they put them in different spaces, too, which doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just like, okay, so if I just so happen to have two power-ups at once, I gotta watch two different parts of the screen and watch my car. I just don't think it's really smart design. But most of the time, like, this game, like I said, it's so casual that I don't think that you're even gonna care while you're playing it because you're just watching your car anyway. Hey, there we go. We added more guns. The more guns, the better, right? Bring them on. One of the other abilities, too, that I think would have been cool to add to this game is like some kind of a coin multiplier. Because every coin you pick up here is only worth 2 coins, no matter what you're picking it up from. From what I could tell, different color cars don't change that. Different style cars don't change that. If you get the magnet, it can be super helpful because you'll just pick up the coins immediately. But it could also be really annoying because, you know, it's just 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 until you hit one of those bigger trucks like that one and get like a wad of cash, you know. So I actually had like a stint there where I was playing for probably like 10-15 minutes where like I wasn't making much progress because I kept dying at the boss, but I couldn't upgrade my car because I wasn't collecting enough to upgrade it. You know what I mean? So it's like it was all these different things, like worst case scenario to like make it not fun for like 10 minutes or so. Because in these types of games, the incremental games, it's always fun to progress and get your car, in this case, your car, you know, just more powerful and able to do more things. But when you're not able to do that between, like, you know, 5 to 10 rounds of it, it's just like, okay, this is this is just annoying at this point, you know. But that only happened to me at one point. I want to say it was like at level 7, 8, somewhere in that vicinity, where I was just like, okay, I'm just like, I don't know if I'm just playing terrible right now or what's going on, but this is sort of not fun for right now. But that goes, it's not because of the game, it's because of the genre. Like, incremental games just work that way. It's like you're gonna have a stroke of bad luck, you know, for a couple of rounds every now and then, and it's gonna feel like you're stalemate there, you know, you're not able to progress, you're not able to, but you just gotta keep chipping away at it, you know, you gotta keep coming back and get your car more powerful, because it's the only way you're gonna get past that section, you know. But yeah, I feel like this is a make or break game. You know, it's going to be love or hate it for people. Like, some people I think are going to get this game and be like, oh yeah, this is just like fun, you know, turn your brain off type of game. And other people are going to be like, nah, this is just like too simple for me. And hey, fair enough. It is a casual game, and that is what it's meant to be. It's meant, I don't think you're meant to like sit here for hours on end and, you know, play this, you know, all the way through from beginning to end in one sitting. It's meant to be, you know, short burst and enjoy, you know. Not, hey, it's not to say, like, if you want to play this all in one go and that's what you're into, you can't do that and have fun. Go for it, man. But for me personally, yeah, it's just something I don't think I would want to do. Oh, can we take out that ambulance? There we go, I got some health. We're back in it. Okay, we're at another boss here. I don't know if we'll make it, but we'll see what we can do here. Dodging the bullets. I don't want to talk too much because I feel like I'm gonna mess this up. I got, like, if I'm lucky, 2 more hits, but I think it's 1 more. If I get hit once more, I'm out. One of the other things I wanted to point out too is that if you look at the boss car, you'll see that, you know, as you wind the health down, the smoke starts to show up, which I really like. It's a cool particle effect. And then if it goes down even further, you'll see fire start to show up, which I really like. Again, a good particle effect to add in there to show that you're making progress. There's the fire. But I feel like they really ought to add that to your car too. Like, at this point, I feel like my car should be on fire. It should definitely have smoke, that's for sure. But I was kind of puzzled as to, like, wow, why is that only on the boss car? Why is it not on my car? Maybe they thought it was too distracting, you know, to put on the player car and for the player to see. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is there. But I would have liked to see some sort of, like, you know, smoke or something coming off of my car, like right now, as my health is not doing well. Oh man, I was able to take another hit. I don't know how. Oh, that's it for me right there. Yeah, one of the other things too that I wasn't the biggest fan of either is, like, between levels, it literally just tells you, hey, you're on level 15 now, like it just said there. But I was kind of sitting there like, why? There we go, get that upgraded. I was like, why don't we have some kind of fanfare after you kill a boss? Like, when you kill a boss, there should be, like, some kind of, like, victory music, like, you know, ba 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 ba, and then, like, you know, level 15 starts, you know, that kind of thing. Like, give me some kind of fanfare that I did something, you know? Instead, it almost feels like, because it's an incremental game, they're like, all right, back to work, level 15, you know? punch back in, just get back to work, all right? And that's what it feels like. There should be a little more there, some kind of celebratory music. Also, wouldn't be bad to have, like, some kind of, even if you had some kind of graphic come up, like, with a guy being like, yeah! That's one of the things that this game lacks, I think, is that when you start the game up, it literally just starts and you start shooting, and there's no story, no exposition, so you don't really know what you're doing. Not that this game really needs exposition, but even if it had, like, you know, 2 story panels, like comic book style story panels of just, like, you know, a guy getting like cut off. You know what I mean? Like on the highway or something. Wow, I got really lucky right there to get that that laser ability to take out the boss there. But I feel like, you know, that would be really funny. Just show the guy getting cut off by like a tank, and he's like, whoa, you know, 2 comic panels to show that, and then he like, oh, this is a guy who has like weapons in his car, and then the weapons come up out of the car, and then that's where the game starts. I don't know. It could be done with 2, like I said, 2 static comic panels, I think, just to tell like a real simple story. But as it stands right now, like there's no story at all. So I can only be left to assume that either A, you are a vigilante with a gun and you're just trying to take everybody out that you can, and the tank that shows up at the end is the actual like police or National Guard that's trying to take you out, or you are an actual good guy trying to take out the bad guy tanks. So I think it might be more the first. Oh, I hit the roadblock. Oh man, I think it might be more the first. I think you might be a vigilante and they're trying to take you out. But either way, guys, that is Road Fury. It's a fun little game. It's $9 on Switch, so check it out if this looks fun to you. But guys, thank you for watching, and of course, I'll see you all next time.